Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new action comedy from Netflix, The Man from Toronto. And this is starring Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson. And Kevin Hart is a down on his luck kind of guy. He's trying to really make the most out of his wife's birthday, but all of a sudden he has one of those classic mistaken identity situations, and everyone believes he is the world's most dangerous assassin, the Man from Toronto. And you're thinking, okay, the Man from Toronto, it's actually a pretty fun little idea in terms of the greater landscape that they have in terms of like assassins in this film. Like there's a man from Miami and the man from like that's the kind of thing, and it doesn't delve too deep into this lore and mythology, which that might have been interesting, and honestly I would kind of be interested in seeing something expand upon that. But you have this mistaken identity, they have to team up, and generally this film is not going to surprise you, it's not going to really shake things up. It hits very familiar beats. And this is from director Patrick Hughes, who did Expendables 3 and also The Hitman's Bodyguard and The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. This is pretty much on the same level as The Hitman's Bodyguard and Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, except I don't think it clicks quite as well as like Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson and Salma Hayek for that matter. But Kevin Hart's doing his Kevin Hart thing. He's a little restrained, but for the most part, he's still doing his like, and like he does indeed whine at one point. And Woody Harrelson's character is so weird in this film because he's so stoic and intense, but that Woody Harrelson like dark sense of humor. And then there's moments where it's like you see these other sides of this character, and you're like, interesting. I really liked Woody Harrelson in this. I think Kevin Hart is bearable in this. The action, there's multiple big set pieces throughout the first two-thirds of the film that are heavy special effects, and they look terrible. Like it's visibly terrible to watch. But there is an action set piece in the third act of this film that I think is like why you would want to watch this movie to begin with. It has some long takes and consistent shots, and it's crazy and over the top, and I feel like if that was in more of the film I would have enjoyed this more, but you have to wait until like the close to the end of an almost 2 hour film to get there. And I feel like the narrative keeps going. Like there's beats that feel like this is where this could naturally end, this is where we're coming down from a certain thing that's like, nope, you keep going. And it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. And I feel like this film could have easily been trimmed down. It didn't have to be an hour and 50 minutes. But, I think Hart and Woody Harrelson have enough chemistry, banter together. There are some tonal issues too, because in general, it's an action comedy thriller. And like you could take the over the top violence at times, even if it is supposed to be funny. But like towards the beginning of the film, there's some like really intense moments. You're just like, I feel like this film's going to be struggling to try to balance these tones, and it does. And in general, I feel like this is going to be similar to like the Hitman's Bodyguard and the Hitman's Wife Bodyguard of like, there's fun elements, but like this wouldn't be particularly memorable if it wasn't for the fact it's like, oh, it's that movie with Kevin Hart and Woody Harrelson in it. Oh, it's that movie with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson in it. That's basically how I feel like this is going to be remembered. But oddly enough, I would like to see some spin-offs and see like some deeper dives into like what the mythology of this could have been. But in general, this is a pretty forgettable, and if you like action movies, you'll enjoy some of the action, and it's on Netflix, so it's an easy stream. But those are my thoughts on The Man from Toronto. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.